Hello everyone. Today we are recording video with my professor, Coley Russing, and today I would like to ask some question. Could you tell us about your professional journey and how you became interested in visual storytelling?
I started the very first movie I was ever involved in turned out to be a huge success. It turned out to be the #2 movie of 1987 called Dirty Dancing. And I worked on that film for a month, every day, 22-hour days for 30 days. And it was great. It was a really fascinating experience, and it kind of got me thinking about movies. My original career was a still photographer. I did portraits and all sorts of different photography. So it was a logical progression from still pictures to moving pictures. And then when in undergrad, I took a film course, and the professor was wonderful. His name was Dr. Joseph Gomez. And I took every course he taught. And then I ended up going to the University of Southern California School of Cinema and Television in Los Angeles for my graduate work. And after I graduated, I went and worked in the film industry for 7 years until my children were born. And I decided that I needed to make a choice between industry professional and dad. And I chose dad because both jobs are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And I felt it was very important for me to have time with my children. So I went into academia.
What inspired you to bring your passion for cinematography into the classroom?
I have a picture of me when I was maybe 8 years old, and I have a camera around my neck. So I've been taking pictures for a long time. And whether it's still pictures or moving pictures, pictures are pictures. And so I have a passion for photography and cinematography and filmmaking. And that's why I'm here at KeyMap, is to develop a filmmaking major and a filmmaking program for the students at KeyMap.
Okay.
Because here's the thing that I firmly believe. This is very important. You have a unique skill. So because you can do something that no one else in the world can do. Not him, not me, not anybody else. You too have this skill. Do you know what it is?
No, what is it?
Only you can see the world through your eyes. Only you can see the world through your eyes. And art is how we share that vision with others. Whether it's photography, whether it's writing, painting, whatever it is. But for me, it's the visual medium. It's visual storytelling.
Okay, this is a good point, I think. When teaching, how do you approach the balance between technical skills and creative expression?
You have to know what the rules are before you can break those rules. And you have to know why you're breaking those rules and to what effect that you hope to achieve with those. And there's lots of films that I can point to that have been experiments in breaking the rules. Some work, some didn't. You see today lens flare, when sunlight's hitting the lens and it flares the lens on movies, and you go, oh wow, that's cool. Well, there was a time when that was considered taboo. You never saw that. You would hear cut, lens flare, and they'd have to do this take over again. But then somebody said, no, let's try it. Let's keep it in there. And it worked. And now you see it all the time. So experimentation and experimental films have really influenced mainstream films, popular films, in ways that you may be surprised. But the more you study it, the more people break rules, the more accepted those are when they work.
What advice would you give to young journalists and storytellers who want to use visuals to tell meaningful stories?
The most important thing you can think about is how much information you can put in a single picture. Everything in that photograph should tell the story in one picture. Can you make a picture that tells the whole story right there? Thing called mise en scene. I teach this in the introduction to film class. It's everything that's in the frame, and everything in the frame is important. And you should consider everything in the frame important, and make sure that you put everything in the frame that helps tell that story. So here you're shooting me, and there's a flower on the wall. If this was a news story and it was about me being chair of this department, you would shoot me with that board on as my background, because that's what I deal with every day. That helps tell the story visually of who I am and what I'm doing.
Professor, what first brought you to Kazakhstan, and how did you decide to join KIMEP University?
A colleague of mine walked into my office one day and said, "Cole, would you be interested in doing a documentary about the Nomad Games?" And I said, "I've never heard of the Nomad Games." I Googled it and saw a video and went, "Oh yes, that's me. I'm definitely on to that. I would love to do a documentary about the Nomad Games." And so I talked to Scott Burgess, who was the chair of the department at the time. And he said, "By the way, we have a position open if you're interested in applying." Yeah. So I applied, interviewed, they offered me the job. And here I am.
And it means that when you Googled about the nomadic games, Kazakhstan was the first?
Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting. And after that, you opened this link and decided to join to Kazakhstan community. What kind of recommendation could you give us for our future in the personal and the professional life?
Number one, while you're here as a student, look at every assignment as an opportunity to build your reel for you to be able to show a potential employer when you leave. If you look at assignments as, I gotta do that assignment for that, I gotta do that thing for Russing's class. Oh, it's due tomorrow. Like you're wasting your time. You should look at these as opportunities to build your reel, because what you have in university is resources, equipment, and colleagues. You have people, your most valuable resource. And that's the other thing you need to think about while you're here, is your networking. The friends you make here, the people that you learn to work with, those are people that you're going to look to later on, or who may look to you later on. You want to be the person that others want to work with, because what you'll learn is, I can work really well with this person. That person I don't really work well with because they're this way, and that rubs me wrong. Okay, fine. Well, learning to work with them is important too, because you're going to get out in the world and you're going to have to work with people that you don't like, and you're going to find people you do like. But start now finding those people that you do like, because they're your greatest asset. People are your greatest asset. Here you have people, resources, equipment, everything you need to start your career here. If you want to go into journalism, citizen journalism is tremendous. You start doing stories about what you see. We have KIMEP Voice here. You can do stories for KIMEP Voice to help build your reel, to say, hey, here's a story I did for KIMEP Voice while I was in college. Here's the video reporting article I did. Here's a journal article I did for the paper that was written with pictures. Right? You're showing people what you can do, which is so important. You can tell people all day that everybody can tell me. You can show them if you take advantage of what you have to do here. KIMEP Voice has a YouTube channel, has an Instagram channel, has a printed newspaper. All these things give you resume material that says, here, look what I can do.
Okay. So thank you, Professor.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I got one more thing. This one's really important. Always remember where you are. Where are you?
Right here, right now.
And what time is it?
Right now.
Thank you. See?
Yeah.
I've made a difference in your life because that's reality and that's important. And there's going to be times when you're going to be in the middle of a storm. There's going to be stuff being flying at you every which way. And what will keep you grounded and keep you centered is remembering where you are and what time it is. And that if it's already past, it's past. You don't have to worry about it. If it's in the future, then it's in your imagination. What's going on right now? That's what you have to worry about. Mm-hmm. Playing chess will help you that. Because chess is a game that if you're thinking about how you've already checkmated, you're going to lose the pieces in front of you. So it's what's going on right at the moment.
Okay. I got you, Professor. Thank you so much. Thank you.